Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of Centronics Virtual Summer Camp. If you've made it this far and your muscles are still intact, congratulations. I'm kidding, but really, it's been a long week and I hope you have signed up for lots and lots of classes and had a great time doing all of them. Remember, if you missed anything, you can go to our website. It's on my little ticker down here. And you can check it out. You can purchase videos on the replay. If you pre-purchase a video and you couldn't attend for whatever reason, then, or you pre-purchased a class, then you get a recording of that video after the fact. So don't worry if you can't make it and you really want to take something. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started and let's get warm and let's get ready to face the day. So let's go ahead and have a little help from a helper. Go lay down, please. All right. And let's start with in a nice wide second. And we're just going to start bouncing it down. Just little plies here. Bounce and try to get our legs warm and everything is popping. And pop one foot. And pop the other foot. And go ahead and stretch it out here. You can put your elbows to the insides of your legs if you want. I just really prefer my hands. And push one shoulder in. And the other. And straighten your legs and roll it up. Fall against your wall behind you. And take that hip onto the big circle. And back the other way. And take that head to one side. Press it down gently. Try to get your ear to your shoulder. And flex that other hand. And if you want to, turn those fingers towards the back. And I'd like to do just little wiggles here. Can't stand still. And the other ear. Flex that hand, turn it away. And take your chin to your chest. Apply just a little light pressure here. And roll it down. And just sweep from leg to leg, back and forth and across. And center it off. Bend your knees. And then tuck your chin and roll it up. And let's go ahead and turn our toes towards this wall. And we're going to stretch down over that front leg. You should be feeling a really good stretch in that front hamstring. And go ahead and try to give you a little halfway lift if you can. And then breathe out, collapse over that front leg. Make sure your feet are both pointed this direction, kind of like you're on a tightrope. And if you remember from earlier in the week, we did a little bit of some point and flex here. So whenever we walk our hands forward, this back foot is going to rotate in like this. And whenever we walk our hands backwards, we're going to plant this back foot, turn it out, and flex our front foot really hard. It's in behind my pup's thick skull. So sorry you can't see that, but here. And back in, flex that front foot, and forward, and flex. A few more times, and flex. And the next time you're forward, go ahead, take that leg up. Just give it 1 or 2 little pulses to the sky, and then drop it down behind you. Let's turn that front foot out a little bit. Drop that back knee, and take our hands. You can leave your hands here if this feels good. We're going to take those elbows down to the ground. And go ahead, walk your hands up and walk that foot into the middle. And let's go ahead and straighten this back foot. If you can, walk it up to your knee. If you need to come up even higher, that's okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to bend that knee, tap it to the ground, and then straighten that back leg. Ready? 3 more, bend. And straighten, 2 more, bend. And straighten, last one, bend. And straighten. Hold it here for a second. And go ahead and lift up. And let's give this leg a big hug. When we were just down. And go ahead, take it to the center. Bend your legs, look up. And then tuck your chin and roll it all the way up to the top. And let's turn our toes towards this direction on our tightrope. And stretch it over it for a second. And give me a halfway lift. And exhale. Try to really reach out with this front leg. Feel that front hamstring burn a little. And just like on the other side, we're going to walk forward. Rotate that back leg inward. I'm really trying to like knee to knee here. And reach back and flex that front foot. And then next time you're forward, go ahead and give me just a couple of pulses up with that back leg. Nothing crazy. And then step it out to this little lunge. Walk that foot out to the side a little bit. Hands on the inside, so not on either side. I'm on the inside of my leg. Hands or elbows. And go ahead, let's walk it up, center that foot off and in between your hands. Tuck that back toe. And if you can, walk your hands to your front knee, however high you need to go. And let's do our bend, tap that knee to the ground. And straighten. 2 more, ready, bend. And straighten, or 3 more. Now it's 2 more. Bend. And straight. 1 more. Bend. And straight. And hold here for a second. And straighten it up. And let's give this leg a big hug. And take it to the center and just hang out for a second down here. And bend those knees and roll all the way up. Alrighty. My shorts are rolling up. That was awesome. Let's go ahead and let's take it down to a sit. And sit in a big straddle. And tight legs here. And let's do some cartwheels up and over. Just a couple to each side. Ready? Arms out and reach and out and reach out and reach out and reach. 2 more. Out and reach out and reach and hang it out here for a second. And take the top arm and circle it around. Keep circling that top arm around as we figure out what we're doing. And take it up. And let's take our chest to our knee. And zoom across the other side. And take back to the side. And up. And let's go up and over to here. And take that top arm and circle it around. This should be giving you a nice oblique stretch through your side right here. And up. And turn. And try to get that chest to your knee. If you can, reach those hands past your foot. It's going to make for a better stretch. Help you flatten out your back a little bit more. And sweep across to the first side. And sweep back. And up. And let's reach down the center. Let's reach down the middle 4 times, trying to reach as far as you can every single time. And on the 4th time, hold. Make sure that your legs are staying straight. If your chest can go down further, but your legs can't stay straight, try bringing your straddle a little bit closer. If your big toes are trying to point to the ground, start rotating in. Whenever you get as low as you can. And I like to reach my ankles and actually push them out. Or you can just squeeze your muscles really tight and pull them out. So ready, let's do some pulses to the ground for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold. And my toes are starting to rotate. And so I'm going to grab and push. Awesome. We're going to do just a little bit of strength training on these legs. So go ahead and pull your yoga mat out away from the wall because it is really cramped in there. Stay in your straddle. You're going to turn towards one leg, and if your quads start cramping really bad, bring your straddle in closer. Don't give up. So we're going to turn to our first side, place our hands on either side of our quad, and if you need to contract in just a little bit, don't use your hands to lift your leg. We're going to point really hard. We're going to lift that leg 4, 4. So ready? And lift for 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And to the other side, just like anything else, these get easier the more you do them. And lift for 1, 2, 3, 4. And the hardest one, we're going to put our hands in the center, contract backwards if you need to. And we're going to lift both legs for 4. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see my straddle came in a lot when I did that. And take a second and roll out your ankles over right here. Roll them out both directions. Very nice. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and let's do just a little bit more hamstring. And then we'll get into a little bit of splitty split training and then move on from there to maybe some upper body stuff. So stretch it out if you just got a big old cramp in your quad, because that doesn't feel very good. And let's go ahead and just set up nice and tall. Try to give me the flattest back that you can. Fingertips wherever you feel comfy. And we're going to do our point. Turn out. Flex and turn out. and close, point, open, flex, close, 2 more, point, open, flex, close, last one, point, open, flex, close, and point and flex, each foot one at a time. And point both of them as hard as you can. So you can lift those ankles up off the ground just by squeezing and flex. And try to lift those ankles up off the ground if you can. Nice, nice, nice. Alrighty. And let's go ahead and get into some other lungy stuff. So go ahead. I like to start my bad leg first. It is okay to have a bad leg. We all do. I like to start with it first to get it over with. So let's go ahead and let's start at a nice low lunge here. Pressing our hips to the ground, sitting up nice and tall. And if you can, reach around for that back foot and pull it in tight. It'll give you a nice stretch in this back quad. Make sure that you keep your hips low. That way you're getting a hip flexor stretch too. Because if you pull up tall like this and then pull this in, you're only getting a quad stretch. You're no longer stretching your hip flexors. So make sure you push those hips down and drop that back foot. Pull your hips back until your front leg goes straight. So my hip is stacked over my back knee. My front leg is at a nice angle here. And just wherever you can, if you can't touch the ground here, grab some blocks, grab some pillows, put your hands on. And let's point and flex that front foot. And flex it, try to tag your pinky toe and then your big toe. You'll actually lift your hip just a little bit if you can see like I'm doing here. And point, and let's stretch down over it. This is not where you reach your hands past your foot, build it a little bit further. I feel like it's a little bit easier to bend my knee that way. Just make sure you're keeping this front leg straight. Get a good hamstring stretch right through here. And now it's up to you. You can stay here or you can try to slide out as far as you can. The most important part is keeping that knee straight. So if this is all you can do while keeping that front knee straight, that is perfectly fine. Make sure that back knee stays tucked under too. The last thing you want is to train bad splits. So slide out as far as you can. Or stay in your half split if you want. It's your body. You know what feels right. And go ahead and tuck that front leg into a pigeon and hang it out here. You can sit up tall, you can lay down small, whatever feels good. I like to do little rocks here. Like I said, I'm always moving. And go ahead and leave your front leg where it is. Swing that back leg around and cross over. Give yourself a big hug. And let's do a little twist. And we'll twist the other direction. Good, and shake it out. And let's hop into a lunge on our favorite leg now. And we're pressing those hips down to the ground. This is an okay stretch, but this is an even better one. And keep that front knee stacked directly over your ankle. We don't want to push it past it. I know how many of you colored folks have knee injuries. We don't need any more of those. If you can, reach around for that back foot If you can't, not a problem. If you really want to reach around for that back foot and you just can't, you can always grab like a yoga strap, or if you don't have one of those, you can grab a scarf and wrap around your foot and pull it up so you can hold it here instead. And pull it back until that front leg goes straight. And point and flexes here. And flex, tap it in and out. Pinky toe and big toe. And stretch down over it. And go ahead, and if this is your good leg, I really suggest you try it. You don't have to, but you never know. So keep that front leg straight. Make sure that back leg isn't turned like this. It's in a straight line behind you. If you turn, it likes to turn. If you turn to look at it, it likes to turn out a little bit. So a mirror or a camera or something is probably your best bet. But you can kind of look under and see. And slide out as far as you can. Make sure that you're not sitting on your front hip. See how my back knee turned out, and you can see this whole tattoo now. We're gonna really center our weight over both legs. And then walk your hands up, get your shoulders right on top of your hips, and let gravity help push you down. We're staying in half split. And go ahead and tuck that front knee into a pigeon. And do whatever you like to do here. We have a little ticker tape with our info going at the bottom about where you can find those classes if you missed them. Make sure that you head over to some of our social media and give some of your favorite instructors some love, because they worked really hard on this for you. And they're super happy to get to see you when we're still kind of in a world where we don't get to do that a whole lot. So give them lots of love for working hard for you, and hopefully for teaching you something new. And go ahead and swing that back leg around, cross it over the front leg, give yourself a big hug, because these are good legs. You just did splits for you. They did awesome. They deserve lots of love. And a little twist. And a little twist the other direction. And let's go ahead and let's do a little arms, a little shoulders. Nothing too intense here. And sit however you like to sit. I like to sit on my knees. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can sit on your bottom. I don't care. Roll those shoulders up and back. And forward. And go ahead and hold hands to yourself. Roll those wrists out. This really does it for me. If there's something else that gets your wrists warm, if you just like here or whatever you need to do that. And I think roller coaster is really fun, and actually it warms it up a little bit. So I like to do some of this too. The kids think this is really fun. And fingertips towards you. I'm going to turn this way so maybe we can see it behind our little ticker tape here. And with those palms, really press those fingers into the ground. And if you want to here, leave one hand on the ground, reach, grab the thumb of the other hand and pull it back and get a nice stretch in your thumb. And then replace the other hand. Reach around, grab that thumb, give it a nice pull backwards, just gentle, just until you feel a good stretch. It doesn't take a whole lot. And fingertips forwards. I like to do little rocks here. If you just want to lean forward and put pressure on them, that works too. And fingertips out like little penguins. And fingertips in like little penguins. And tops of your hands, get a good counter stretch going. And shake it out. Alrighty, let's go ahead, and we don't have very long left. This day went really, really fast. I hope you all are enjoying it, and I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. Let's go ahead and take one arm across their body here. Don't let their shoulder be up in your ear. Try to pull it down and away. Really make your neck, like your neck to your shoulder as long as you can. And remember, if you grab closer to your wrist, you can get a better stretch, whereas if you grab up here, it's not as good of a stretch. And take that elbow up behind your head. Really pull it down and try to keep that head up the whole time. And take your other arm across your body. Remember, pull that shoulder down and away. And that elbow up behind your head. Awesome. And just a little bit more shoulder. Let's do our puppy dog poses if you remember how to do that. So, and if you don't, I'm going to teach you. It doesn't matter. So remember, it's a little bit easier if your feet are further apart. It's a little bit more difficult if your knees together. My chest can already touch the ground, so I do it with my knees together. Keep your hips stacked directly over your knees. Try not to end up like this or like this. And stretch those hands out in front of you. Try to get your chin to the ground. And let's do the little pulses here with our chest. If you're already on the ground like me, it's just going to make those muscles stronger. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. And go ahead and take it out however far you need. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for joining me for these last 4 or 5 days now. I hope that you have had a super great time at Spintronics Virtual Summer Camp, and we really hope that next year we'll get to see you guys in person. But until then, keep taking all of our classes that we have for you guys. Remember, if you missed anything, you can catch that over on our website. And yeah, follow me if you want. Shameless plug right here. I'm on Instagram. Follow me, see pictures of my dog and my color garden stuff. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. And I hope to see you on the next whatever we do. Bye, guys.